ask Philip about agency fees. What are they and what are they meant to do? She said that when she was living in Polokwane, she never was asked for agency fees, and now they've moved to Joburg and it's a requirement. Why? Why in Polokwane aren't you guys asking for agency fees? According to this person, Philip. Morning, how are you?
Morning, guys. Thanks for having me. Interesting topic.
So are agency fees a thing when you are renting out an apartment, and what exactly are they? Maybe let's start there.
Okay, so that is the whole thing. There are different types of fees. And there are different types of agencies.
Okay.
And these fees also can fluctuate from time to time. Let me use us as an example. I was looking at stats from 2022, and looking at those stats, we were below the average nationally.
Okay.
And what I realized is that clients, most of our clients, or most clients, are disappointed or disgruntled with the real estate firm they are renting from. Not necessarily buying from, we're talking rentals. Okay. They feel the service level could be better. There's a lot of complaints running around. And what I realized is that there's not enough money jam in the pot, for instance, to pay an agent well to give you good service.
Okay.
So this walks hand in hand with the kind of level you expect. So we were faced with a scenario like, do I stay cheap to try and
get everyone
and appeal to the greater market, which means they will probably be disappointed with the service level.
Yeah. Okay.
Or increase the fees a little bit, but now it's feasible for the agent to give better service. They can spend more time on your transaction. The administrative team can now spend more time and give you a better service, better quality, the more they charge. And what I've realized is that some firms have not realized this yet. So they keep trying to be the cheapest in the market, but the service level doesn't match. And a lot of real estate agencies closed over the last 2 years.
Sure.
The 3 years. It's been happening because it's become increasingly more difficult looking at compliance. These days I've got to vet my landlords every 3 months, even though I've known this oak for 9 years.
Yeah. Sure.
I've still got to vet him, FICA audit him, and every 3 months. This has become expensive. And yes, this is the kind of protection we want as consumers, but at what cost? So it's not even an area thing from how she was interpreting it. She thought, when I was in Polokwane, I didn't pay agency fees. Now I'm in Joburg. It could be that perhaps the agency she was using, with the example you gave, they lowered prices or didn't have prices to be more attractive to the mass market. Yeah, so there's two things.
Okay.
This is the same client. She's probably staying in the same budget. She was renting for 15 or for 10, and now she's just the same thing. So that's area-wise. Yes, it's more expensive.
Okay.
But then area-wise, the houses also are more expensive on average.
Yes.
Or cheaper on average, depending on where you live. And that also plays a role. Now you're charging a percentage of that. Call it a 50 grand rental a month. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Now 10% is 5 grand a month. Decent money.
Yeah.
But if you're renting 5 grand a month flats, you're charging 500 rand. The agent now needs to drive up and down, do 10 viewings for 500 bucks.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, that doesn't even cover the fuel anymore.
Yeah, no, I hear.
So it's a grudge payment for most people, but they don't understand the value that they get yet.
So, and I'm going to just ride on what you said about it being a grudge payment. And with this, I'm asking this question based on that. Is there a way around it? Or should people ask, when they are made to the situation of having to pay agency fees, what should they be looking for? Should they be asking? And this is coming from someone who's like, I don't know, grudge payment vibes.
Is there a difference between a handbag from Pep Stores and Louis Vuitton?
Well, in case Pep is our client,
you get what I'm trying to say.
I get what you're saying.
Which market are you trying to appeal to? And what level of service? What kind of client you want to keep happy? And that's the difference. There's actually a lot to say on real estate agency fees. Some people charge procurement fees and management fees. This is what we've started doing, because now I can actually pay my agent well.
What are procurement fees? Like for you to get the...
Yeah, so the landlord and the tenant it depends on who, like an agent facilitation fee. This is just to pay the agent.
Okay.
This is not the normal 10% commission that is charged. This is over and above that.
Yeah.
Administrative fees. You know that every time, let me use an example. We got some clients that their rental is $9,000 a month. This month they'll pay 9,100. That's 100 Rand more. So now the client's expecting us to obviously keep that 100, and then next month they're going to pay 8,900. You know, they're going to pay $100 short. Do you even realize how much administration needs to go into this? Just this transaction to move your 100 Rand into your deposit account so you can earn cents on the Rand interest for that month. Then at the end of the month, they've got to move it back so that you can partially pay your rent now. And that your statement will still reflect this. We're talking $25, just bank charges. We're not talking the administrative time. It took a half an hour to an hour to do this. And the clients, nonetheless, it's like, I'll pay $100 more, and then they'll just reconcile, and then they'll pay
like
less.
This month I'm not okay, but I've been paying that 100 Rand for the past 3 months. Please do something.
Something like that. The expectations versus the reality. It feels like it's something that can happen in the background. No, these are financial moves that need to happen from a compliance point of view, you know. And people don't think that this costs money. Now you still want somebody to pick up on the other side of the line. You know, I can't let AI do this.
Sure. Maybe just very briefly parting shots of just how the market should adjust itself, because this is the direction it seems that things are going. We can't just be thinking of, only that 10% payment and everything.
So rent went up on average 22.7% in the last 2 quarters. This means you rented in December for 10 Rand. That same rental will now cost you 12.
Sure.
Your fees subsequently also went up by that. And not like your agent is making more money. The costs on the agent side have also gone up. So some agencies, I think there's a disparity. Some people charge a little bit less than 10%, depending on how many properties you got managed. And this is landlord side. Then there are fees that go to the tenant side. You need to pay an agent to take you around, because clients' expectations are, I'm your client, you must drive me around to 50 properties until I find what I'm looking for, which doesn't exist because my expectation wasn't real. And you find you've been driving up and down. It's a lot of money that was taken or that was used. We're not even talking the cost per hour. Of every person has a cost per hour, whether you're on a salary or not. And then the client still expects good service. To sign a lease these days, to gather the FICA documents. Then you take 2 days, 3 days to send your documentation. I've taken 4 clients to the same property. So that's 4 times the work before I get paid. You see what I'm trying to say? Across the board, I think a lot of firms, I haven't realized this, and I think the market is expecting baked beans at 2 Rand when the actual cost is actually like 15,
Sure.
And I think, agency fees as a rule are too low. Not sales, I'm talking rentals. Although sales have been suffering quite a bit. The sales commissions and percentages. But I think firms and clients need to understand that the compliance side of it and the actual work side of it, and what kind of service do you expect side of it, all of this has changed. The market has been changing over the last 5 years continuously, and it's a continuous adaptation.
All right, Philip, I think there's a lot to say. I can tell that you are still going.
Yes, I'm going, and I can keep going for 3 more sessions.
No, I'm sure you can, but we're out of time, and we're going to have to leave it here. It looks like as a market, our mindset needs to change, and we need to start, lining ourselves up and understand that these are the changes that are there in the market. Philip, thank you so much for always coming through. That's broker and owner of REMAX, Philip Skuman.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.